everyone, welcome to this week's house reno video vlog. Yes, so this week it's been a bit of a mixed bag, guys, because we have made progress, but in this video you'll see that we discovered a couple of things that we really didn't account for. You know, there was nowhere of us knowing, but there were things that really needed to be addressed before we could like go any further. Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, jump in and just show you the footage of what we've been up to, you know, in the house, and you'll see for yourself, you know, where we are. Yeah, but we do feel like we're getting somewhere now, so stay tuned for the video. Right, so we've gotten a delivery of some radiators. We're still waiting for the two of the bigger radiators, and we need another two. So we need another 4 in total. We've got the copper piping. Emma decided she wanted the copper piping in and not the plasticky piping that you can get these days. The copper is a bit more difficult to fit, but yeah, that's what she wanted. It's, you know, there's all the fittings there as well, and the lagging for the downstairs pipes. It's best to lag them, to, you know, just to protect them, because underneath your house is so cold, whilst you know, when they're up in the ceiling, they're fine. You don't really need to lag them ones. So yes, as you can see, this cupboard is now totally removed. And what else has happened in here? All of the electrics, the first fix is in. We just need to do some filling. That's probably going to be one of my jobs, to fill all of these. There's holes everywhere in the floor because we've got them all up for like all of the piping to go in, so they're up in various places, you know, over here as well. So in the kitchen, I still haven't taken this out, guys. This does need removing as well. In the kitchen, yes, again, just filling needs doing in here. That's been roughly filled, but it needs like second filling. In here, yes, look at this one as well. Obviously, we need to put a back box on here, David's put through and so far. You can see there where the wire is, and that's going to a socket there, which is for the washer. This is where the washing machine will be. So that's a socket under bench for the washer and over bench for appliances. And you can see the ones at the lower level, like this one here is for appliances. So this will be for the cooker, and the cooker hood, whilst these will be for kettles and microwaves and things like that, you know, the ones above the bench height. And that one will be for the fridge and the freezer. They're not going to have a dishwasher, because, well, they're expensive to run in some cases, and just they'd prefer to have a cupboard and just do the dishes by hand, because it's not a huge kitchen, guys. But you know, it's a decent enough size for them. But they're just going to try and see if, like, we're trying to get as much storage space in the kitchen as they can, so they're doing without the dishwasher. I have drew up the plan for the kitchen as well, so I'll go through that. I don't know if it'll be in this video or the next one, but I have gone through the plan and measured up and everything. The walls are being dot and dabbed, because if you remember, all of this come off, you know, all the plaster, so this is ready for a skim now. The window has been totally blocked up, so that's ready to be all skimmed over. So we can put cupboards up here now. This cupboard, you know, is all blocked off now. So yeah, we can, you know, just utilise this space now. We can have a continuous line of cupboards up here and down here as well. And obviously bench space as well. So they've gained, really, you know, they haven't really lost anything as such. Okay. So I think that's about it for in here. Yeah, also in the passage, this cupboard, as you'll see, is now removed. That's all gone, so we need to make the cupboard smaller, you know, box it all in so it's nice and neat. And the radiator is going here. It's going on this wall here. So that smaller radiator over there, it is, will be going here. They've got a new socket there, which they wanted for when they're washing their cars and things like that, and washing the drive down. Oh, okay, this is new. I've never seen this myself, actually. So they've got a new ceiling in here. I think it needs another piece in there. It's kind of half finished. So that's a new ceiling. So that'll be ready to be skimmed as well. Up the stairs, not much has changed. Up the stairs, guys. That's still Aragog's webs are gone. I'll show you that. We cleaned Aragog's webs away, but look at it. It needs good wash, good clean, good, you know, filling in and sanding and everything. We're just going to try and fill it, guys, just to save money on skimming it, you know, because it's going to cost a lot of money to skim it. These ceilings, yeah, they still need to come, like, be replaced as well up there. So yeah, that we'll get that done. Oh, in here, I've stripped the walls in here of the wallpaper that was up. Took the bits down. I do need to fill, you know, some holes. I have filled quite a few holes in here, but there seems to be more and more. You can see there. So I'm going to be sanding all of this. You see the holes up above there, and there's loads of holes here as well. So I'll be filling all of those. So that's one of my jobs today, filling, doing a lot of filling. I'm also going to weed the garden outside as well, because that's pretty bad. Not the back garden, I'm going to do the front garden. The back garden is just horrendous. That's just another project. I filled like these in again, just sanding all of this down where I filled. Just yeah, so filling in here. Oh, and by the way, the ceiling has all been skimmed as well, so that's all done. In here, the ceiling is also done, so that's progress. Okay, so yeah, the bathroom's a little bit different from probably when you last saw it. So there's no sink anymore. I don't know where the sink is. I wasn't here when it was taken out. And I need to ask where that sink's gone, actually. So yes, the floor, it was this floor in here. Obviously that's being pulled up, and underneath was this thick plywood on top of the floorboards. But guys, look over here. It's because there was a shower. It was like a wet room, and obviously the floor all sloped down into this like drain. So now we're left with like this hole in the floor. That's actually the ceiling to the kitchen. So we really need to watch your step in here. So we need to put piece in all of this, and floorboards are well, they're expensive, to be fair, the tongue and groove floorboards, but now you use like this kind of other board. I used it in my house when we did the extension, and it's equally as good, I guess. It's like a compressed, I don't know what it's called. It's anyway, you know, we used it in the extension, we used it in the loft conversion as well, and it's like what they use now when they're building houses. So we're just going to get some of that and put that in, piece it in, and then obviously it's going to get like a nice even, sorry that's cutting, we're going to get a nice even finish by putting thick plywood on, and then they can put the flooring down, like either tiling or anything like that. So guys, these tiles are going to have to come off. Emma and Jamie don't like them, you know, they're going to do their own tiling. So this is one of my jobs, to get rid of the tiles. Yeah, so that's one of my jobs for this weekend. Right guys, my job, well, I've actually just done it, but I forgot to vlog it. I've been out the front and done the weed killing in the garden, and what I use is this spray bottle. Now, I got this from Wilkinson's years ago. I've literally had it years. I mean, you can see I have, this has gone all rusty. But this is all I use when I spray the block. I spray all my block paving with it, and it stops all the weeds coming up. I did used to use a weed killer from Wilkinson's, but you can't get it anymore. So I've just, well, Emma picked up this Doff one, so we're hoping that that'll work. But literally all you do is put that in there, dilute it with water and then just spray. It's like this brilliant spray nozzle. Right, so in the kitchen, this you'll notice that this is looking a bit different from when I last showed you. So there's a radiator that needs to go in the passage on the top of the stairs, and this is where the radiator will go on this, like this is the underneath of the stairs here. And this is where the stairs rise up, you know, that this is like that little half landing. So yeah, we've had to pull this down so the pipes can go up there to fit a radiator. Oh, right guys, so I've done the job of the garden outside, weeding it, like the block paving in the garden. I'm going to do some, mix some plaster up to do some filling. So it's just this one here, I'll just flip you around. It's just this here, this board filling. So I'm just going to get some out and put it in here and then start filling. Right, so this is all down now, so we've got access to put the radiator in. That's the other side of the stairs, guys. There's a little hole there where there's been a knot in the wood, but that's the stairs there.
So small, watch the clock ticking.
Right, so some of the copper piping's going in now. Is this the hot and cold water feed?
No, that's the
is this a central
heating?
Yeah, so it's this
in and out.
In and out central heating, which will go to the boiler, which will be somewhere here. So it's going all the way along behind the units here. That's where it pops out here. And David's busy cutting another piece. Oh, so you've got like a return on there. So I don't know if you can see, guys, it's like that. And then he's got a return there. So this one will come down and then return, yeah. To go off
out
to
the radiator.
To the radiator, again. Yeah. And then back again. It's going on a long journey though, isn't it?
Just a bit, the amount of copper that's going to go in here.
And when this hole gets filled in here, because if you remember there was a hole here when I took up the kitchen floor, we'll put some new boards down here and then I can get under to fill all of this. And David will put like the little, is that a single back box going on there?
It will be for the washing machine.
Yeah, the washing machine. We just need to get this done, like pronto, this central heating.
Off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town.
And that's inside. I don't know if you can see anything. But these are redundant now, guys, because it's when the coal fires, when they had coal fires, and obviously the heat would come up here through the chimney, and like the smoke would go up, but the heat would come out of these vents. But you know, they're not having an open fire, so yeah, we're just blocking these off. Yeah. We'll probably need to put a brick in there, you know, brick that up, and then put the plasterboard over, and then they'll be ready to be sort of filled or skimmed. Right, so this one's had a brick in and it's filled. We just need to put, I don't know if it's plasterboard over the top. I don't think we will actually, because it's not very thin. Probably just get it skimmed over. And in here, this one's been blocked up as well. Put a brick in and some cement over it. So it just needs a quick skim over.
Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing
What's that for, David? The flux?
The flux is a mild acid because when you solder the joint, it's got to be really clean. So because this pipe's got a bit tarnished, I've cleaned it all up. When I put the joints on, I'll reflux it again and then solder it at the same time. But it's just make sure it's all clean where the joints are going to be.
Right, guys, just a quick little look around before we start and do anything more. In here, the kitchen, we've got the radiator there. It's on the wall, it's connected one side, as you can see there. But it's still to be connected that side, but it's on. So that's that. Here, obviously, that's the pipes going to that radiator there. And David's busy in the corner here. Let's see what he's doing.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, what are you doing?
Soldering.
Okay, can we have a look? Oh, right, so he's just going to solder. So, what you doing? Let's have a look. Should we watch him do one? We'll watch you do a joint.
Yeah, man.
Oh, dear me. So he's going to... What's that stuff? Flux?
Flux, because you need a really clean seal.
So, yeah, that sort of cleans it.
It's basically an acid.
Yeah.
I mean...
And he's bent this... Putting that on there.
Get in there. There we go.
So what you're doing, just warming the joint up.
Yep.
And then you've got this... What's it called? It's not solder. What's that? Solder. I was right. I was going to say solder. So you just warms the pipe up and then you put the solder, I hope you can see this, guys, what he's doing. And that makes the joint watertight. Oh, I think we've got a bit of milk going on.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get it anywhere near the plastic, but obviously you've got quite a high degree torch here.
Okay. So he just checks with a mirror so you can see behind if there needs any more solder into the joint.
Which that one does.
So that's how you check if you're getting all the way around the pipe when it's close to a wall, by using a mirror.
See,
Is that one of your tips?
There you go, ladies. Another use for a compact mirror. Because that's what it is.
He's not getting my compact mirror, guys. So he knows it's got to be at the back. So guys, I'm going to leave Dave to get on with the joints, doing the joints.
There we go.
Is that done? So
done,
all of the other ones are done. Was that the last one you had to do there?
Yeah, because I'm not going to do these yet. I fluxed them up, but obviously there's going to be pipes coming up here.
For the boiler. Are you putting the water pipes in for the boiler?
Yes, that's one of these two, whichever one's the cold.
So, yeah, but you know, all of the pipes that go into the boiler, are you doing that or is the gas fitter doing that?
I'm bringing up to about here. So
because he's mainly fitting the gas, isn't he?
He's putting the boiler in, doing the connection, bringing the gas in.
And commissioning it.
And
yeah.
doing all these official checks and things.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the donkey one.
Yes, we would have had a radiator in here if you can see. Here's the pipes. Can you see the pipes there? So David's you've put all these in, haven't you? Yes,
Yep.
I didn't. Of course you have, because it was on microbore, and this is the 15mm, isn't it?
Yes, lovely 10mm microbore.
So this is the 15mm copper, and you can see it's sticking up there and sticking up there. Right, so there should have been a radiator put in, guys. That's the pipes there. There should have been a radiator put in, but we ordered the wrong one, or sent the wrong one. We're not quite sure, but it's the wrong one. And I think that's this one here. This one needs to go back. I don't think it's big enough. Really not sure. That one's for Alice's room. And that one, I think, is an empty box now, I believe. Yes, that one's empty. That one's empty. That one's Alice's radiator. We'll have a little look out here. As you know, the cupboard's gone from out here, but we do have a radiator on. So these pipes, can you see them go run along here under the joists and pop up for this radiator here. So they've got one in the like lobby we're now, and the heat will rise from this and go like up there now. There is a radiator getting fitted here, so they'll have a one here, you know, where there should have been one. And that's where, you know, we cut the pipes, we need to take them out, but as you can see, there's a hole there drilled down into the kitchen, ready for pipes, you know, the radiator pipes, to go in there. Let's have a look in here. Right, so we haven't got any radiator in here yet. Well, we have, it's just on the floor. But yes, that radiator there is going on here, and hopefully that'll be today. Oh guys, I've got something to show you in the bathroom. Things didn't work out in here. Yes, so here is where Alice's radiator's going. There was a one over here, if you remember, but look at how tiny it was. It wasn't efficient for the room, so Alice's is going on there. But guys, we've discovered this crack. Now, I discovered it last weekend, I believe it was, and it wasn't there. Can you see it? I'll come closer. Hopefully the camera's picked it up. It's massive. Now, it didn't really cause me, well, it did cause me great concern, sorry, because it just appeared overnight, and I thought something shifted, you know, but there's that crack, it runs. I'll step back and I'll show you. So it's running from here all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to there. So it's massive, guys. Then we've got a crack here as well. I don't know if you can see. Now that one wasn't there either. And then this one was here. This crack here was here. Now, because we've been moving things around quite a bit, and we've been in the loft and banging things around, there might have been a shift, you know, but the actual fact is, look down here. Look at this. I hope you can see this. The sun's catching. Can you see? Now that's the base of this wall. That ain't looking too good, is it, guys? So if it's missing, look at it's cracked. It's terrible. And look at how thin this wall is. I would say it's about 50mm, if that. Yeah, about 50mm thin. So most stud walls are thicker than that these days, you know. So yes. If you're wondering what these pieces of wood are, what's wedged, well, there's one there, there isn't any there, and there isn't any there. That's what the skirting board was fitted to, you know, to keep the skirting board on. But this wall is not stable. I don't believe it's stable at all. This is Alice's room, and this is the wall that goes to the bathroom. And you know what, guys, I think we're going to have to take this wall down, because I don't want to take any chances, you know, no chances at all, just too precious. So I think we're going to take this wall down. We're going to see how it goes. do more investigations, but that's possibly going to have to come down. I'll take you in here. This is the bathroom. It's
what's left.
What's left of the bathroom. It's a bit different to when you last saw it, I believe. David needed the floor up. We were going to leave it, but then they want a radiator in here on this wall, and David needed the floor up basically to put the pipes in. You can see the pipes here, you know, but yeah, we've had no other option. What on earth is that? Why is the joist running off at an angle? That's odd.
That.
Oh, they've moved that, yeah.
Cast iron waste pipe. When they built the place, and that, if it came in its proper place, would be about there.
But so, why didn't they leave a bigger gap in, like, do you know what? That side.
That way, it would come right out here.
So but they could have gone down there, and then they could have bridged it with a.
Could have done a lot of things. But, yeah.
Are we leaving that?
We've got to. It's a structural part of the house, unless we're going to really kick it back.
No.
But I mean, we're going to have to bring in new timber here.
But you can put some noggins in.
But I'm going to reinforce across.
So
I'll jam here and I'll jam here.
We'll put noggins in this floor, you know, just to strengthen it and tie it all in.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
wall.
wall.
Not a lot's going to happen in this corner.
No, it's just the logo on there, isn't it?
That's it. But yeah, we'll put some reinforcing in there.
Yeah, just belt and braces.
Better safe than sorry.
Belt and braces. What we have noticed is this is the kitchen ceiling. Well, the kitchen's here, and there's a gap. Where's that gap?
Just here. Look. See?
So, David, can you see?
That's the ceiling, and it should be flush with this timber, but as you can see, it's not, and it's a little bit off there, and it's a lot off there as well.
Wow!
So
this is the first time I've saw.
So this whole section here
isn't attached.
Hasn't been properly attached to the timber.
So we need to.
So hopefully,
attach it, yeah.
We'll be able to just screw in from underneath, pull it tight back up to the timber. On a
positive thought, it's a new ceiling.
It is plasterboard.
It's new plasterboard, not the compressed fibreboard.
Indeed.
They just haven't attached it very well, have they, for it to be borne like that?
No.
You can't really see much in the kitchen downstairs. Now it's borne a lot, but obviously from up here you can see it's not attached to the beams, you know, to the joists at all.
Yes, it's
yeah. I mean, that's bad enough, but to be honest, Eve, do you know what, guys? I'm going to try and get in here. Right, guys, I'm just going to try and get in to show you the gap. Can you see the gap?
Yeah.
Put your finger in there, your hand in there. There, David can actually put his fingers in that gap.
So, yeah, not very good.
No, not at all.
Another one on the to-do list.
Just to explain what David's doing, this is where the central heating pipes pop up here, you know, from the kitchen. So he's going to run them along here to this radiator in here.
To that joint there. I'm going to bring them along here, turn them through 90 degrees, run them that way.
Then to the radiator.
Tee off for the rad there. They'll keep going under towards the bedroom, tee off again for the bedroom and the landing.
Yeah.
And then just keep going on into the bedroom.
And then.
And pick up that big one in there.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. Yeah, to be fair, guys, we're really dreading taking these tiles off this wall because we do believe that that's the cement holding this wall up. We've cemented it in there, but in all honesty, this isn't going to work. It's sitting on top of the floor, sitting on top of the what's it called? Floorboards. So not ideal to put a brick wall sitting on top of a wooden surface that expands and contracts, you know, things like that. So what we're going to do is take this wall down and put up a stud wall with timber in sound insulation and obviously plasterboard at either side. We're also going to put another joist in here just to give extra support to the wall, but it's got to come out, guys. We're absolutely, you know, did not account for this at all. I mean, we've even put the electrics in ready. It's got to come out, guys. Can you see? It's sitting on top of the floorboards here, the bricks, and they don't even look like they've been cemented in. I don't know, honestly, guys. Anyway, we're going to make good of this. We're going to pull it down and just build another wall. So me and Jamie, he's my trusty assistant. We're going to pull this down, guys.
Break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Right, so we've decided that we're going to knock the wall out that way into this room, because obviously we've got the floor up here. We've put some boards down and put some padding over the top, used the old fiberboard underlayer off the laminate flooring that we took out from the living room. So we're just going to try and knock this wall this way into this room, because there's like less damage that way. Less to damage. Because that's the ceiling, and we don't want anything going through the kitchen ceiling.
Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself, I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me.
Nearly there. Nearly, yeah, it's starting to really move now. Timber, oh my god, Jimmy, look, it's a good job we put them boards down. That would have been straight through the living room ceiling. Okay.
And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy
guys, the wall is down, and it's a good job we did take it down because it wasn't very stable, in all fairness. At the bottom, it was which is the foundation of the wall, was very, very weak. It took absolutely no, we basically tapped it at the bottom. So yeah, this is all, we need to tidy up, need to get rid of this old mortar here, need to tidy up, and then yeah, it's ready for the new wall to go up. Right guys, disaster has struck again in the form of woodworm. So these joists here, you know, we've taken this wall down and we're examining the joists, and there is evidence of woodworm. I don't know if you can see these. Can you see these here, the little holes? There's holes in the top of the joist here. You can see where it's actually took a hold of the woodworm, and it's actually flaked away, you know, because that's what they do, it like just crumbles. So yes, there is evidence of woodworm in 2 joists. Here you can see at the bottom here, it's really rather decayed, you know. Well, you think it is, it's outer surface of it. It looks like it's historic woodworm. It looks like it's been treated in the past, you know. Can you see there? I've just like peeled a bit of this off, and as you can see, it's there. It's yeah, mainly in this joist, and I think what's happened is there's been a leak. Now, at first we thought they had screwed the ceiling in to the joist, and that's what alerted us to it, really. Can you see that? But what it is the ceiling was indeed nailed in, not screwed in. It was nailed into the joist. But what happened is there's been a leak in the past, and yeah, oh, look at them holes there. They were quite big, aren't they? Yeah, there's been a leak in the past, and the woodworms come, you know, because the wood's been damp, and they've literally just homed in on it and just been eating it away, basically. So the ceiling started coming away from the joist. This is the kitchen ceiling, by the way. So yes, we're faced with this little bit of a dilemma here, but you know, we've checked it. This is like quite solid. I've gone through it with a screwdriver, you know, and it, like I say, it doesn't seem to be a live woodworm. It seems to be woodworm that's been like, can you see this? It's on this joist as well. They've had a little bit of a feast, haven't they, guys? And I mean, it is disastrous, you know, for woodworm to be in your woodwork in your home. You know, you think, oh, crikey. The other joists show no sign of woodworm, which is why I'm thinking as well that it's been stopped in its tracks. But just to be belt and braces here, and not take any chances, we are putting extra wood in this floor. We're not going to take the joists out, because then the kitchen ceiling would all have to come down. So what we're going to do is add extra wood in, kill the woodworm, which, well, I do believe that it's killed in anywhere, but just to be on the safe side, we've bought this, and we've put 1 quart on. It needs 2 quarts, but it eradicates the woodworm and protects against reinfestation. So we've put some on. We're going to put another quart on. We've actually done the other beam either side of it as well. Like I said, we're going to be putting extra wood in this floor. It's just basically, we're not wanting to tear these out, guys, because it just means that the kitchen ceiling would have to be replaced, and it's a huge ceiling. So it's, you know, we're just going to basically kill these, leave it redundant in there, and just put new in either like beside it. Ordinarily we would have pulled it out, but we just do not want another job of putting a ceiling in. The cost for Emma and Jamie as well, you know, it's spiralling, you know. So we can leave these in as long as the woodworm is totally dead. And like I say, we're using fresh wood, you know, for support. We also be putting like extra noggins in. You can see we've got a few here, and we'll be putting them in as well to give it just like a much more stronger framework for the floor. But yes, that's what we're faced with, guys. So not only was the wall kind of floating on, well, here, you know, it was just the wall you can see it was supported just here, just this little bit here. You know, that's all it was resting on, this. A brick wall, well, block wall, was resting just on this, and obviously it's moved, you know, and caused the cracking at the bottom, and although the wall at the top was not as bad, the foundations of the wall, the bottom of it was where the problem was, and we just couldn't make do, because that you can't even buy that block anymore. We couldn't even take that bottom course of block out and put like new in, because it's all changed now. You know, you can't get that kind of block anymore, so it was just easier to pull the wall out and put a new one in. Okay, so what else? Yeah, I think that's where we're up to at the minute with this. So this stud wall is going into here. You can see the plumbing. Yeah, the pipe work. David's in this room now with the pipe work. So that's going in. The radiator's going there. Yeah. Right guys, I've put the woodworm killer on. So I've done these two beams, which was the beams choice, which was like the really affected ones, and then I've done that one and this one as well. Don't know if you can see it. This one here, absolutely soaking it. So I don't think they're going to be coming back. And these noggins are going in now. There's like loads more to go in, but them are starting to go in now. So it'll all be kind of a big framework. So loads of support. I'm going to try my hand at plastering now, guys. Right, let's give some plastering a go. I'm going to use this one. And I've got the bucket. I've got the thing there. Float, is it? I don't know, or is that the float? That's the float. Look at the state of the place. So let's give it a go.
Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond scale the world inhales.
Right guys, I've just mixed up a little bit because I don't know if I can do it, but I'm just going to give it a go and see if I can.
The other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes.
Wasn't too bad, so I'm just gonna carry on and do some with the little bits of plastering.
Cover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond
As you can see, everything's ready for the air boiler. You know, if the boiler's going here, the pipes are all ready for the boiler. What else have we got? The radiator's on there. We're still waiting for this one to be delivered for here, but the pipe work is actually in for it. You know, you can see the pipe sticking up there. So it's all ready. Over here, this is the radiator for the bathroom, like the towel rail, and I'm going to take you up there and you'll see why we haven't fitted it. Let's go up and have a look. Right, so this radiator is it's on the wall. It's got the pipe sticking up there. It just needs the valves on. So that's almost done. Careful where I'm walking. Okay. So guys, if you remember, this wall had to come down and we've just put a new wall up. So this is it here. So this is just ready to be plastered, same as the ceiling. So this is Alice's room, by the way. So that's the stud wall up. I'll show you it from the other side. Alice's radiator is installed now under this window. So they're all getting these valves on, you know, the temperature control ones, but we didn't want to put them on in case they got broken, knocked, because with them being bigger and bulkier, they could very easily get broken. So David's just going to fit them right at the very end, you know, when we've done, like when we're up to the decorating bit and past the decorating bit, yeah. But yeah, the wall is in. I'll show you from this side. Because the radiator will be going here in the bathroom, but we do need to get the I'll have to just be careful where I'm walking here. Okay, so yeah, the floor, let's have a look at the floor where the woodworm was. So it's fine, absolutely fine now, being treated. It's got the noggins in, there's some more here. We'll probably be continuing some here, like put another one in there at least. This is the stud work for the wall. So we need to put the insulation and soundproofing bats in there, and then obviously the plasterboard will go on there, then the radiator. So that's going to get done in the next time you join us. Hopefully this will be done, or you'll see it getting done. The water pipes here as well. We took the boxing out, and I don't know what's happening with these pipes. They're possibly coming out and getting redone. Yes, there will be. These pipes will not be here. I don't think they'll be here. No, they won't be here. I'm just checking out to see I'll lose track, guys. These water pipes will probably not be here. So yeah, we're making progress. We are actually making progress. So for all that was like, oh my gosh, you know, it had to be done. It's just one of these things. Nature of things, isn't it? You do end up finding stuff that you didn't expect to do. But, you know, we're getting there. Actually, yeah, I'm just going to do a balancing act here. I mean, all the electrics are in now. So we are making progress. Oh, and look. Excellent. So as you can see, we've got a new radiator in this room. Yeah, that's all fitted. Okay, so we've got the cavity insulation slabs. These are for like insulation, and they're for soundproofing as well. So we've gone with the North brand insulation, and they're the cavity slabs. So these are, David, do you want to open it? Just in case anybody hasn't seen them before. Oh, there. Hello, my old friend. We're very familiar with these.
There we go.
So that's them there, guys. They're just bats. I call them bats. Are they called bats?
It's what the builders call them.
Oh, okay.
They're technically slabs.
Slabs.
Because unlike the stuff you put in the loft, which is a roll, this is in a slab.
So we've got these for here. I'll just do a little bit of balancing act. For the wall here. So do you want to, because you didn't get any footage of this, did you? So do you
No,
want
we
to
just cracked on with it.
I know. We just wanted to get it done as quick as we
We
could.
need to get on with the work, so we got on with the work.
Doing Murray's 12 for once. Anyway, yes, the top. Do you have to start from the top? So it's screwed into a joist.
Yeah, because when we took the block wall that was here, so just in there is
A
part of
joist.
the original roof joists and everything.
So basically, you've just put like what's that wood? It's a
It's 3x2 stud timber.
so 3x2 stud timber, and he's just screwed it into the joist.
Yeah.
And again, there's the joist here, if you remember. So yeah, that's screwed in as well at the bottom. Then into the wall, we've got it's just a framework, guys. So you start with your framework. So screw into the top, screw into the bottom, screw into the side, you know, and then
There is one in there, but
yeah,
it's difficult to see.
it's difficult to see
in
now
there.
because it's. Can you see it, guys? It's in there behind this.
It's easier to see from the other side, but we've already put the board on.
And then you put like the cross struts in. I'm not sure what the correct terminology is for them.
Noggins.
Noggins, yes, noggins. I should know that because of the noggins in the floor. So it's just noggins and what they placed at.
They're Basically, the main supports have got to be at somewhere between 40 and 60 centimetres. We went for 40, but because of the gap we're filling, they're actually about 41 and a half, 42.
Okay, so isn't it at
Just
40?
to even them out. So that's that. And then obviously the noggins across give you that lateral support.
Yeah.
So again, it's roughly somewhere between 50 and 80 centimetres.
Okay, so it's just like a framework, and then you know your noggins in between. Well, your things coming down.
That's the main supports of the framework.
And then you're putting like your little bits in between.
It's one of those things, you put a few in and you think, oh, that's all right, fine, or oh, it's a bit wobbly, and you chuck a few more in.
Right, so this bit here is because the radiator is going on there, I'm guessing. So it's just extra support to anchor the radiator to, because that's the spot where it's going to go. So the bats go into the wall. Do you want to show?
Well, basically, you cut them to size.
You just put it up like that, guys. It's dead easy. And then just cut it.
Just with a standing knife or something, you just slice down it, fill it all in, and then obviously the plasterboard this side. Otherwise, if you just leave it put plasterboard straight up and you leave it open, what you've got is a drum. So you're gonna get this nice.
So this is like the sound insulation, as I was saying, as well as like the warmth insulation as well.
Yep.
Beauty in the mundane, and as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
Okay, so all of the wall insulation's in, and we're just gonna plasterboard the wall now.
Breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Out of sand,
Right guys, I just wanted to show you something. Can you see on the coven up here? I'll just zoom in, there's a mark. Can you see the mark there? Well, what that does, before you put the plasterboard on, if you put a mark where every piece of stud work is, so there's another one and another one, and then when you put your plasterboard on, I'll zoom out, sorry, these bad skills here. Yes guys, so what that does is, if you mark like a little mark where each of your wooden woodwork is, then when you put the plasterboard on, you know where it is. So David just put like these lines on here. Can you see with the pencil? So we know where the stud is, you know, the stud work. So we can screw in, you just follow the line and then screw in. Yes guys, as you can see, you know, we didn't account for them things because there's no way we could have known, you know, the woodworm. When we saw it, we were like, oh no. But it wasn't as disastrous as it sounds, I guess. It was treatable, and we dealt with it in the wall as well. You know, it's yeah, just one of them things, isn't it? These things happen. But it has set us back a little bit, you know, because we were thinking, yeah, get them in for end of May, but with this, it's probably not going to happen for the end of May, and we're probably going to go into June now, and for it to be the end of June. But that'll be it, like totally decorated and carpets down and everything just ready to move into. So yes, I'm looking forward to when we get to that stage of decorating, because I do love wallpapering and painting and things like that. So I'm looking forward to getting up to that point. And I'm also looking forward to the point where I actually move in. And my house gets a lot more emptier because, you know, we are a bit overcrowded in this house. We are in a 4-bedroom, but believe me guys, every room is just packed. You know, it's yeah, it'll be nice to be able to breathe again. So guys, I hope you can join us in the next renovation vlog, and hopefully we'll be much further forward with the reno. So thanks for watching today, and stay safe everyone. I'll see you in the next one guys. Bye.